Hey, Trevor and Abby, I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a wonderful holiday and a happy new year. So, thanks for inquiring on the equity review. I love putting these together. So, probably gonna do it twice a year or so, but if you want it more frequently, let me know. Or if there's anybody else that you think would benefit from this, please don't hesitate sharing that with me as well. So, here, obviously, I've never been to your house, so take all this with a grain of salt. I'm just kind of looking at these photos and making, an estimation based on that. But what I show is just about 1,100 square feet, three beds, one and a half baths. Obviously, this is an old listing photo here. You bought it for 233, about let's call it 3.5 years ago. So, yeah, it's you bought at a really good time. I mean, congrats. I mean, we who would have known, but you closed right when COVID was kind of kicking off, 6 months into it, and we had just an insane run up the years following that. So if you look at the chart as I switch over here to Winfield, you can kind of see we're slow and steady, and then you get into COVID, and then you see this huge run up. Part of that was, artificially low interest rates, but you bought somewhere in here, and you can see that the market has traveled quite a bit, which is great. The other issue for the marketplace, but good for a homeowner, I guess, is the systemic low supply that we've seen. We've been in a seller's market for quite a while. We continue to be there. So inventory that does pop up sells very quickly. And I think this is going to be the environment for some time to come. There's a lot that would have to change to get us out of this seller's market. So I think home prices will continue to go up as we go into this year. The Fed has talked about potential cuts later this year, which could throw a little fuel on the fire as far as real estate prices go. There's probably a little bit of a time now before that happens where somebody on the buyer side wouldn't have as much competition as we've seen previously, and that we might see if cuts do come. But nevertheless, it's still a good position for sellers to be in. If you look at just a few homes in your neighborhood, I didn't do detailed adjustments on these mainly because I haven't seen your house, but this gives you a general sense of what things are selling for in your neighborhood. Roughly these are all three bed, one to one and a half baths. You can see this one may be a little bit larger, but does have some differences. It is a split level, sold for 290. As you move over here, another split level, so a little bit different style home, 293, roughly the same size, just a hair smaller than yours. And then you go over to the Church Street home. This one does not have a basement, so take that into consideration, but it is very close to your home. Three beds, one bath. As far as location goes, I did go through this house. It was fairly nice house, but this would suggest that you'd be just above 300,000, on your value. From what I can tell, you do have a basement. Not sure if it's finished or not, but yeah, the Church Street house is a good one to look at. As we pop over, I show you bought it for 233 about 3.5 years ago. I just estimated a loan balance based on what your recorded mortgage is versus how much you've roughly probably paid off if you just thrown the minimum. If you just paid your payment without extra payments, I estimated what your balance would be, and then what your fair market value would roughly be to get you your equity. So over $100,000 in equity is the estimation, which hopefully is good news to you as your home has appreciated quite a bit, even assuming not many updates at all to the home, which is what the assumption is in this analysis. So again, I hope you guys are doing really well. If you have any questions coming out of this, please let me know. Would love to share those with you or get you more detail if you need that as well. Until that, though, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.